One.
Hello, everyone. My name is RJ. My name is RJ Mack, and I'm with my boy Courtney, and we're part of the Distinguished Black Gentlemen Inc. And what we want to do today is we just doing a special live. This ain't a scheduled show or anything like that. What we're doing is we saw a couple of stories, especially one main story that kind of caught our attention and just got our group into talking. So we wanted to bring that to you guys real quick because we don't have time to bring it in the show. So later on this week, join us for our mental health show that we're gonna have this Thursday at 9 Eastern. We're gonna have some professionals on there. We're gonna have some Black women on there. They're gonna give us their thoughts and feelings on some of the articles that we choose. We'll bring out the agenda and we'll get out the flyers soon. But we want to talk about this Elijah McClain's deadly arrest. This was pretty bad, man. This young man, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He's just going out. He wears a mask on a normal basis, and it's just something really bad happened to him. Courtney, you want to elaborate a little bit?
Uh, Man, this really hurt. 23-year-old kid went to the store to get an iced tea for his brother. You watch the video. He's exchanging money with the cashier. He's showing respect. He turns around, bows to the guy that's behind him, leaves the store, and 10 minutes later, he's rushed by 3 policemen, thrown to the ground. They say he's resisting because the kid says, "I'm trying to take my earphones out." And they put him in a chokehold. A few minutes later, the emergency EMS response comes up, and then they inject him with ketamine, and he has a heart attack, which leaves him brain dead for a few days, and then he eventually dies. It's just traumatic, man. And then they cleared the police of no wrongdoing because the autopsy said that it was inconclusive on how he died. And it just seems like this is a reoccurring issue, man.
Yeah, it is a reoccurring issue. Just to kind of elaborate on what Courtney said, can you guys see my screen? Can you see the CNN article? All right, so we're bringing up the CNN article. This CNN article was written, let's just go all the way to the top. Maddie Holcomb at 2:40 on June 27th, Saturday. So I just want to go down to the part where it talks about what happened. So it was August 24th of last year. So we're just now hearing about this, like it's really just now starting to come out about the situation. Which
10 months later, man.
Yeah. And so a 911. So what happened was McClain was stopped by 3 white officers as he walked home from the convenience store on August 24th. A 911 caller had described a suspicious person according to the police overview of the incident. So somebody called because he was wearing that mask, and we all know why they called, because he was wearing that mask. I mean, it's crazy. So we do have a video, actually. It actually explains a lot more. So if you stick through, watch the video with us, and you can actually see what happened. Like they start off where Elijah went to the store. The video cam, you'll see what Courtney describes as him being courteous to the people. He paid for his stuff. He paid cash. So there was really no real reason to suspect him. So we'll go ahead and watch the video, and then you can see what happened when the police actually came up. We might have to go through a commercial.
I had to look at this too, because when I first saw that mask, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I had to actually look at it, and I was like, man.
Hold on, I might have to re-bring this back up because it is taking forever. I hate when these articles take like this. All right, we'll just look at the you can see the body cam. So during the arrest, he resisted the officer's contact and a struggle ensued. The report says one of the officer's body cam, McClain, is heard saying, "I'm an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I'm speaking." So he's pretty much telling them, "I don't like people touching me like that.
Yeah,
back up off me. I'm not doing anything wrong." He was trying to communicate to them like, this is not my personality. This stuff makes me nervous. This does something to me. So stop. And they wouldn't stop. They just kept going. I don't know why this video.
I don't understand.
The video is really good.
I don't understand what's the perception of we're supposed to just let you rough us the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you the fucking police.
Yeah,
You
for
supposed to,
real.
I'm,
Like
I'm walking home and
who-
I'm supposed to just let y'all just grab all over me and bum rush me when I ain't did fucking nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm also thinking too. Like, is that what we're expected to be? Just be able to just get grabbed on and roughed up on, especially if we ain't done nothing?
Bro, that shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, it made me upset too. So just to show you real quick, it did cost for a protest in Louisville. So I mean, in Aurora police arrest 3 people using pepper spray. So you know how they treat us when we go out and we fight for our rights. So they use pepper spray. The people, and it was people that were early in the protest for Elijah McClain. It was held outside the police station, and things primarily were peaceful throughout the afternoon. The reports say, but police officers show up in riot gear. You know, it's kind of crazy how you watch those videos of the anti-vaxxers. They wasn't in riot gear. They was just in their regular old police uniform.
Yeah.
Those people were pushing them. People showed up armed with vest on and everything. But
They
somehow,
always
some
do
way,
that with us, man.
yeah. But somehow, some way, they show up for us, or show up even when there's white people involved in this. Because you can see there's white people running around. It's mostly white people out there, but they don't like it when you're protesting against for us, for black rights, or against them. So look at that. That's insane. They were out there playing violins and stuff like that. So how did that turn into
that's
how did
what
that turn into people getting attacked with tear gas and stuff
bro.
like that? But I
I
don't
was
understand
I was
that.
looking at the Seattle riots, and those people turned that place into like a peace zone. And them folks were talking about we gonna ride through there with trucks and shoot that shit up. I'm like, damn, what the hell y'all talking about?
Bro, they don't care, man. They'll come through and shoot us. What's up, Antonio? Welcome, man.
Yeah, what up, man? Just listening, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Did
Matt.
you hear anything, or did you see anything about that the Elijah McClain arrest?
Yeah, I was reading about it on Courtney Page this morning. I was just looking at it.
What's your thoughts? What's your feelings on it?
Honestly, man, I haven't really dove deep into it. I had so many stories this morning. Like the dude was killed with the cosplay outfit. And so much shit
Yeah, I
going
saw
on,
that shit.
man.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a little bit more information on
What was
that
his
one.
name?
Somebody texted back that it happened 6 years ago though. So
It
I'm
happened
not,
6 years ago,
yeah.
and
So I don't
they're talking about opening up the case again.
probably I think they're trying to get the case open up.
Okay, what's the name? What's his name again?
Oh, let me get it 1 second.
Just think about how often this shit happens, bro. Just think about how often this shit happens. And you know they
His
don't
name is Darian
they,
Hunt.
huh? They don't count these
Darian Hunt.
as fucking police related.
Yeah, man. To think about that, like you said, think about how often it's happening. I think Vice did a story on that about we talk about the few incidents that make the news where people were killed by the police, but we don't talk about the hundreds of incidents where people weren't killed by the police, but they were shot by the police, they were beaten by the police, they were injured for life because of an encounter with the police.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were innocent. They were not criminals. They were not doing anything wrong.
And then the police just say it's justified.
Yeah.
It's justified.
That seems to be what happens, man. This NBC article ain't acting right now. I don't know what's his problem. I like that one because it goes through the whole video.
The one I got is from thecut.com. It was updated on June 25th.
And the most TV shows, movies, and streaming apps.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna bring it on in a second. Seems like it's acting right now.
What was the name
All
of
right, anybody
that?
that's watching, this is the NBC news coverage of the video. Let me see, where is
It's
it?
August 24,
There we
2019
go.
in Aurora,
What was the name of
Colorado.
the dude you
A
posted?
security camera picked up 23
Darian Hunt.
at this Shell gas station.
Darian Hudson.
Wearing
Yeah, I put it in the
You
chat.
heard the video?
His family lawyer.
Okay.
In the habit of wearing the mask. After paying for his items, he turns around and bows to the man behind him in line. His family told NBC News this was his signature gratitude bow. At 10:30 p.m., a man calls 911.
Yeah.
He might be a good person or a bad person.
No. Okay, what color is the mask or what does it look like? Black mask? It's like is it like a ski mask or what type of mask is it? Yeah, like a ski mask.
Elijah McClain is walking home from a nearby Shell gas station. He's holding a plastic bag with his purchases. At 10:43 p.m., Aurora police officer Nathan Woodyard spots McClain.
Favor, stop right there. Hey, stop right there. Stop. 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 I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
9 seconds after exiting his vehicle, the officer initiates physical contact.
Stop tensing up, dude.
10:44 p.m., Officer Jason Rosenblatt and Officer Randy Rodema are now also on the scene and surround McClain.
No, I am an introvert. Please respect your boundaries that I am speaking. Stop tensing up. Stop. Relax. I'm going home. Relax or I'm going to have to change this situation. Stop. Leave me alone. Stop, please.
Smoke cake, boy.
Oh, we're gonna talk. You guys started to arrest me, and I was stopping where I needed to listen.
The situation escalates when the officers try to move McClain onto the grass. Officer Woodyard's body cam is knocked to the ground.
You guys.
Officer Rodema says this. It's unclear from the body cameras whether or not McClain reached for an officer's weapon. All three officers wrestle McClain to the ground.
Give us more. Give us some more units. We're fighting them.
At this moment, one of the officers uses a carotid control hold on McClain, a tactic that involves an officer placing his arm around a subject's neck, applying pressure, and restricting blood to the brain via the carotid arteries. Responding officers later told an Aurora police investigator that McClain briefly went unconscious, and the officers released the hold. At 10:46 p.m., just over 2 minutes after the first officer made contact with him, McClain is pinned to the ground and says this.
He's carotid. I'm just going home. I didn't do very no different. Did you come out? He's out. Was he out? I heard you snoring. He wasn't completely. He didn't have consciousness. It was different. He tried to get my gun. He tried to. It was actually Rosenblatt. Your gun, dude. That's where I tried carotid.
Where is your gun, dude? What the fuck?
In other units that are not here, they get slowed down a little bit. I don't lose it. I don't need to kill flies. I don't eat meat. You're being suspicious. No. I mean,
If you're watching this, you can hear why this is so disturbing. You can hear this little boy.
Take it for his
man
fucking
back.
life, man.
Resisting and fighting the officer's attempts to place him into handcuffs.
I tried. We started it because he reached for Rose's gun when we had him on the wall.
At 10:49 p.m., McClain throws up a first time.
Stop. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do that. I just said we can't breathe correctly because
Over the next 4 minutes, McClain gets sick a few more times. Officers are also heard multiple times asking him to stop fighting.
Rolling this way, dude? Yeah. You're able to? Legs locking up. There you go. Just like that. Don't get up, dude. It's not going to be good for you. I'm telling you right now. If you keep messing around, I'm going to bring my dog out. He's going to dog bite you. You understand me?
Threatening to sick the dogs on him.
McClain is still on the ground, and an officer says this.
So the ambulance gets here, we're going to go ahead and give him some ketamine. Yeah, sounds good. See that in a couple of minutes. Whatever he's on, he has incredible strength. Yeah.
Whatever he is on, he has incredible
10:59
strength.
p.m., a fire medic
Weak ass bitch.
milligrams of ketamine to McClain in an attempt to sedate him. 2 to 3 minutes later, he is loaded onto an ambulance. And at 11:07 p.m., just over 20 minutes after the first officer made contact, responding officers are told McClain does not have a pulse.
He just scored. Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. So, sit tight.
McClain was resuscitated at the scene, taken to the hospital where he would be declared brain dead 3 days later. The coroner concluded last November that a combination of physical exertion and a narrow left coronary artery contributed to McClain's death, but could not determine the cause of his death. He added that it could have been either an accidental death caused by a reaction to the ketamine, a natural death, or a death linked to the carotid control hold used by officers. The district attorney later announced he would not charge the officers involved, saying that the evidence does not support a conclusion that McClain's death was the direct result of any particular action or individual. The family told NBC News that they believed an independent investigation should have been conducted initially. Now the governor has appointed a special prosecutor in the investigation. We've reached out to the police union for comment and have not heard back.
But they come in every other time, don't they?
Man, what? Burning.
They don't keep quiet any other time, but they can't come in now, huh? All right, so we just watched the video. We just watched the NBC News video. You can find that on NBCnews.com. It's the death of Elijah McClain after police address draws scrutiny. You can go check that out. That's the reference we used. She broke it down really well. So what's your thoughts, man, after hearing? Did you watch the video, Antonio? Did you see anything that went on?
Yeah, I watched the video. Honestly, man, they gave me chills. I was actually fighting back emotions watching that. That was a murder, man.
Nigga, I had tears in my eyes.
That was a straight up murder, bro. We just watched another murder of another innocent black man. He was 23 years old. He was a man.
Man.
He was a young man.
You know,
and he told him, he said, "I'm special. I'm just different. I'm trying to communicate with you, but I can't." And don't seem like y'all understand it.
And to try to rationalize, he was just trying to rationalize himself with these cops, man, to make him human to them, so they can stop. He tried everything he could, man. They killed him. It's crazy.
Could y'all hear the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. And did you hear how they were talking? They was just talking like it was just another night out. That boy was throwing up right there in front of them. They didn't really do anything to help him at all. Knowing they just choked him.
Yeah, they threatened to put the dogs on him, man.
Threatened to put the dogs on him, man.
Bruh,
what the fuck?
Whatever he's on, he's strong as hell. Bruh.
Adrenaline, man. That's you know, you think you about to die, you know, your
what
body.
Does he call it? Flight.
You got 4 grown ass men on you.
Yeah. What the hell, bro? If y'all got some comments, y'all could throw the comments in the Facebook Live post, throw some comments in the YouTube post. We do got the Blog Talk Radio open. I didn't put up the banners or anything just yet. I'll go ahead and put it up so you can see the number. You can give us a call if you got this, if you've seen this article or this story. You can call us at any time, 845-277-9427. Anytime you feel like you can call, and I'll take the call. This is a crazy case, but I did want to talk about another one too that went on. So today, I said Louisville for that last one because I was thinking about Louisville, because there was a shooting at a Black Lives Matter rally.
One in the white
and they actually got it on video. But the crazy part is from what I read, the cops already knew that somebody was going to come and shoot up that place, but they didn't prepare.
You mean they made a threat?
Like they didn't see no threat or nothing. Like it's like they didn't care because they actually from what we've heard from them tapes that we got from that last cop, they don't care about Black Lives Matter. They want Black Lives Matter to die.
Hold on, so they knew it was a threat. Somebody sent a threat in or something?
Somebody sent a threat. People was talking on social media, everything. They were already saying somebody was gonna come shoot up that place.
Who'd they kill?
They haven't released the name yet of the person who was killed.
Man.
But they do have a video of the shooter, and it's crazy because I haven't heard anything about a shooter being arrested.
Yeah, I saw a still. I think I saw a still of it on social media. I saw it somewhere. I think somebody posted it in the group.
Here, I'll show it real quick. If you squeamish, this is pretty graphic. So
it's crazy, man.
All right, I'll start it over. So as you can see, just people walking up, and you see the guy in the front. He pulls out a gun and he just starts taking shots, like right there. There's people standing right in front of him, and he's just taking shots.
That's wild.
So we don't know where the cops that were supposed to have been out there. They're supposed to have been protecting these peaceful protesters. They ask for peace. They get peace. But then this happens, right? They show us that there ain't no real peace, bro. We got people out with camps. Some of them probably homeless. Some of them probably live out there just chilling. Some people travel out there just to get shot at, bro.
That's crazy.
It's pretty much about the end of that.
That's a disregard for human life, man.
Bro, that person did not care about nobody.
Like,
Did Antonio bounce out on us again?
that shit's just depressing, man. That story right there fucked me up this morning. When I saw the video of it, I was like, oh man, that fucked me up. I got a kid coming up, man. That shit is retarded.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's like, why would you go do that? Just to you joking about, why do you want to start a race war? What do you want to kill people for? What is in you so bad? I mean, you talk about people, you're talking to two veterans right now. You're talking to a Marine and a former Army vet. And we asking you what the hell is in you that got you itching to want to kill so bad. The fuck? I mean, I can't stand your motherfucking ass. I can't stand your ideology, but I'm not finna come out there and buck no shots at you and kill you.
Bro.
The hell?
That shit's retarded.
We just don't get what's going on in some of these people's minds now today, man. I mean, if you're a police officer, we're not trying to come at you and say we hate you, anything like that. But you need to start taking regard in people's lives, man. Especially when you're just running up on people, just walking down the street. Why would you do that? Like, I don't understand why not just walking up to the person and asking them questions.
Yeah, it was no crime committed. They had somebody called in and said he may or may not be a good.
I don't even understand how that got passed on to the cops to even investigate that heavily. Like, just ride through the block and see if anything going on. See if any robberies are going on. But just because someone is wearing a mask, it's cold, people wear masks. They don't make ski masks for robberies. People just choose ski masks. They don't make hoodies for robberies. It's just people have worn hoodies to do robberies.
That shit got on my nerves. When he said, whatever this guy's on, he's strong as shit. Like, we are fighting for our lives. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be strong when we're fighting for our fucking lives.
That's a true flight to flight moment because the kid ain't big. He wasn't big at all.
No, that's a
you talking about two or three grown men, and they from the video I seen old boy standing there. They look like they do some workouts. Ooh, man. Yeah, he fighting for his life because y'all tackling him. He already told you I don't like being touching him. When he said that, I am an introvert. Please, what he said, please give me some distance. That means I don't like people touching me like that. You're going to make me have a reaction I cannot control. I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I'm speaking. So he was trying to tell them, don't touch me. He might, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything bad about him. He might have been maybe a little bit autistic or something like that. And they don't like people touching them like that. So, yeah, man, that was crazy to hear. Well, we got a comment. We got Candace. Hey, Candace, thank you for joining us. I know it's just a drop of a hat. She said, good, bad, ugly, police are not supposed to kill people. Don't understand why this is such a confusing concept. I mean, that's what we just keep saying. Like, everything is just a confusing concept. Like, if these people who are going out here and shooting up Black Lives Matter rallies are Christians, it says thou shalt not kill in your Bible. There's no changing that. There's no working around that. How is that not so simple for you not to hear? But they still do it. They still come out. They still come out bucking at us.
That's just crazy, man. Like that, I hate seeing shit like that, especially when it's young kids, man. Because I got a kid, 17, about to be 18. He about to step out into this fucking world, man.
I got two. I got a one that's about to be 17, and I got one that's about to be 16, bro. And I got a 10-year-old, and I got a 4-year-old. they messing the girls up too. I got a 4-year-old little girl I got to worry about,
man.
So, and then I say the same thing to my son because my son stays in a pretty suburban area. So I tell him, you got to watch yourself out here.
Yeah,
you the darky. Sorry to tell you, you the dark one. The eyes are gonna be on you a lot.
And it's sad because you can't trust nobody, really.
You can be at your friend's house, man. And, he got a best friend, man. His dad's a cop. Really nice guy. But I'm still like, you got to watch yourself.
Don't get
caught up. Really, like I said, really nice family. I love that they're best friends. That white kid and the little Mexican and black kid, best friends. They love talk. They talk to each other on Roblox and stuff. But I still tell them, you're gonna be in that group. There's gonna be eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh man. One of these don't look like the other.
Yeah, one of these don't look like the other, man. And you better hope. Some kids, man, like in that situation, they get a blessing, like you said, that one of their parents is a cop, and he comes in and he saves the day. But they still got to go through some type of issue to get to that point. And it's just crazy, man. Now, it's crazy how people try to deny it, but I'm like, man, they was talking about this back on Family Matters. Remember Eddie Winslow got harassed by the cops, and then Carl had to go check them fools in a restaurant?
It's crazy how people say that Obama brought racism back. Like, when did it go away?
That's what uneducated people say. If people who really follow the education, like, because they do social, you do college, man. They do social media classes now.
Yeah.
And what they accredit, the only reason Obama was name is in the fact that racism was really put out on the display is because social media blew up around the time when Obama first ran for president. He was one of the first ones that social media really had an impact on the voting process.
Yeah.
Both of his elections and Trump's last election, social media had a big impact on that too. So that's what it really, because the racial incidents were now being put in our face with social media. So they try to associate that with Obama, but it doesn't really go with Obama in the right way. It only goes with him just because of the timing. Hillary Clinton could have won, and that would have happened. Things would have still been the same. So Obama couldn't even really comment on most of the stuff. I think he commented on Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
He didn't even comment on Mike Brown, right?
He could. He got in trouble for saying his son could have looked like Trayvon. Nigga, he black.
Exactly. His son could have looked like Trayvon. You have the same skin tone and everything. But it's the truth. I mean, he couldn't really comment on much stuff because they got on him just for that one little comment. Eric Holder I think was the most involved in the rest of the stuff, and then he had to step down because they were commenting about him because of how much he was getting involved. All right, we got a couple people watching. Y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that share button. We're not going to be on here for too much longer. We like I said, a couple of fellas and I, we were talking in our group chat about some of these stories. We're not going to be able to cover them too much this upcoming show. So we want to bring it up and talk about it right now. Get it off our chest, let our feelings be known, and give you a chance to let your feelings be known. We will be back on Thursday. I'll be back on tomorrow with just a quick update. Courtney might join me. I don't know if he up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 6 in the morning for you.
Huh?
It's gonna be like 5:30, 6 in the morning for you.
Hold on, for what?
I'm gonna do an update tomorrow morning at 7:15.
No. I got homework tonight or tomorrow. I don't know now.
Yeah, I do it right before I go to work, so I'll do it at like 7:15. It's not. I'm probably just gonna shoot through this one real quickly, just so we can bring it up, and then if I find more information about the cosplay guy that happened several years ago, which is crazy, and also remember with this case, it happened last year, and we're just not hearing about it. So, for people who say the media is always trying to induce something, the media does not always try to induce stuff. They don't give us every story. Because if they gave us every story, it'll be chaos around this motherfucker. It'll be riots every week somewhere. So, all right. Catch us on Thursday. Catch me tomorrow at 7:15 Eastern. Catch us on Thursday. We'll have a mental health day. We'll have 3 professionals on the show. We'll have 3 professional Black women. They're going to give us their input on some of the Black health, on how to stay healthy mentally during this pandemic and during some of these incidents. They also agreed for now to maybe answer a few questions from callers and from people in the chat. We're going to get more of an agenda done tomorrow, and then we'll get the flyers done tomorrow, and we'll send everything out. We'll send out the reminders via Facebook. Remember to go like our page and view our page, our Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/DGBINC. And you can catch us on Blog Talk Radio, which is www.blogtalkradio.com/DGBINC. And Courtney, you got any other things you want to say before we bounce up out of here?
Man, y'all just stay safe out there. Stay safe.
Stay safe, my people, and stay vigilant. We're still going to keep building, though, no matter what they keep bringing at us. There's no excuse. If we're here, if you're up Monday morning, tune in to us because I'm going to be rejoicing the fact that we're both up on Monday morning. All right? And we'll be talking about some good things. I'm going to try to give you some good references. We do promotions. And I want to let you know for the promotions, most of these people don't ask me to do nothing. They don't ask me to do anything. I do it because we're here. That's a part of our goal is to try to strengthen the economic state of the Black community. So I share a lot of my friends and some of my brother's friends, their businesses and their contact information so to help them out. And to tell you the honest God truth, I only share it because I see them sharing it. I only share it because I see them doing their thing and they're trying to build their business. So I try to help them out. So if you can listen in tomorrow morning, you may hear about somebody in your area. You might hear about some service you're trying to get a hold of or some goods that you're trying to order. Listen tomorrow. And like we said, we had a talk today about real estate and somebody said it's super hard to find a Black real estate agent. That's bull crap. I put on 3. I put on 2 just yesterday. Just Friday. And I'll probably put on 2 or 3 more tomorrow. It ain't hard to find a Black real estate agent. Don't say that. That's not a good saying. And now we got people that do things over the internet. Some of the counselors therapists that we're going to have on tomorrow, they may be able to offer some of their services over the internet, like do the like the vet health tele stuff. We'll talk about veterans' mental health too. We'll talk about the mental health state in America. All right. So I see we losing people anyway. So peace out. Bye. Y'all have a great day.